career, along with a few other people behind the scenes besides my mother, who's pretty much backed me up 150% more than anybody has. Nobody will ever take my mom's place. So.
Yeah, Jerry's great lady. She's always there, like in the pits, and she's the first one to help clean your tires, and she's like super mom.
Yeah. There's times where I won't want to change setup, and I think it's perfect, and she's telling me to change it, and we would argue back and forth. Yeah, she was my mechanic from pretty much the start of my career, and I couldn't thank her enough for being there for me. I don't think I'd still be racing if it wasn't for her. She's my hero for my racing.
Well, I know she's really proud of you because, like, when you were riding like the junior speedway bikes, she came up to me and she was talking about you, and she was saying, we're so proud of my son Russell, and we want him to be a speedway rider, and he wants to be a racer, and she was really all into it. And I'm like, wow, you got a good mom. And so she's always been behind you 110%. Like when you were just a little guy, when you were just a little junior rider.
Yeah, she wanted me to go to follow my dreams and my goals. And that way, we've had a few people in our family that have kind of followed down the wrong path, and she didn't want me going that route either. So she knew that speedway and motorcycles has been my passion, and so she knew that would be my out from staying out of trouble, and probably helped me graduate school as well. Probably would have been a high school dropout, or who knows. I probably could have graduated without Speedway too, but yeah, Speedway was a big part of my life of being, keeping out of trouble and staying off the streets. So
that's great.
Got to thank my mom for that, for pushing me to do it. And there's times where I wanted to quit, and she wouldn't let me. So yeah. Plus, I got to think about how much time, money, sweat, and tears she put into it for me to make it to the track every night. So yeah, I couldn't quit, even if I tried.
That's really great. I remember when you were a young rider, up until just a few years ago, even you used to wear like the motocross outfit and stuff like that, and then I said, I wonder when Russell's gonna get like a pair of Kevlars or leathers.
Yeah, it took a while. I rode the moto gear throughout my whole junior career, and then I think a year or two in my 500 career, and then John DeFries gave me a pair of his old suit, and I rode those for a while. My mom actually sewed all of the patches and the numbers and everything on the suit for me, and that one's still hanging up in the closet to this day, and I'll try it on every once in a while just to see how it fits, and yeah, it's super tight. I'm way too tall for it. And then I've had a few other hand-me-downs, and finally got my second suit. That one actually fits like the John DeFries suit does now, but I still wear it. Got to support those sponsors, and actually feel more comfortable with it being a little tighter than it does a little looser. So starting to figure out the importance of having a suit that's made and fit for yourself has a big role of being comfortable on your bike.
So you started off your speedway career in like 2005 in like the juniors, is that correct?
Yep. I started out on a Honda 125. When I got the bike, it was perfect size for me, and then by the time the season started, I was about 1.5 feet, 2 feet too tall for the bike, and struggled riding it. And then a bunch of the fans got together and bought a bike and presented it to me there at the infield at City of Industry during halftime, and that bike pretty much turned around my whole journey with Speedway. So.
I remember those days. I was racing at Industry in 2005 also, and I remember you being so tall for your bike, and you didn't really ride that bike very good, I think, from what I remember.
Yeah, no, I didn't. And it didn't help not really knowing how to ride a speedway bike either. So yeah, trying to learn on a bike that's not the right size is definitely not the way to
No.
start out a sport like this.
Exactly. That's what I tell all the riders that come on the show. I just tell them like, no matter what your start is, like your start was a little like shady with that small bike. You know, it was difficult, but you just got to stay with it. You know, you have to just not quit, and you just have to like ride it out. And
Yeah,
lucky for you, you got a new bike, and it really start flipping your luck around.
yeah, it did. Yeah, my whole thing was just trying to learn how to ride the bike in control and not be a hazard on the track to other riders. And before the speed came on, and now it's the speed's progressive now, and now I'm starting to realize I should have been trying to go for the speed from the get go instead of trying to worry about just riding. Everybody else just worried about going as fast as they could from the get go, so I probably should have too.
Happy New
It's
Year!
okay.
Yeah,
It's all, everyone has their own progression and stuff. And, everyone has their own sort of style and their own level of writing and stuff. So what really matters, Russell, is where you're at today. And you're doing really good today. So that's really, amazing.
thank you. Yeah,
you
we're
know,
plugging away, doing the best we can with what we got, and that's all we can do.
Yeah. So, like I say, I run into so many riders. One of the amazing things about like just seeing so many speedway people and riders, and it's just everyone progresses. I mean, if you stay with the sport and you really work hard and you listen to the top level riders teaching you tips, I mean, everybody gets better and better. Everybody, not just one person.
Yeah.
Everybody, and
Hmm.
so it's those people that stay with it that keep like yourself that go at the higher level.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of guys that are moving up fast and that have been around for a long time too. That are still working their way through the ranks, like myself, and just we all just need to keep pushing each other and kind of help keep the sport going. It'd be great as we get older. We're only going to get better, or we're going to get worse, and we're slowly going to start falling apart as we get older. And these young riders are going to start tearing us apart. We're going
Yeah.
to be out there like Sean McConnell, Bobby Schwartz, and Mike, Bart Bass, and Charlie V. Battling out, teaching them how it's done, and then they're going to be teaching us how it's done. Hopefully.